Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with the 5th video in our Platinum Trophy Guide for the Ratchet and Clank PS4 remake. In the last videos we'd gone through a couple cities, towns, planets, and things, and now we finally made it to Pokitaru. Now we do have another planet that we can go to, but I feel like this one would be the better one to go to first. The other planet being Quartu. So here there is a trophy you can actually get right off the bat, and that is for being in the shark-infested waters way out here. Of course, you'll have to go a specific distance out, and then eventually you will get eaten up, as you'll see, like so, and that will get you a trophy. But from here we can basically head through and go through the level like normal, like I've said, most of the time. Main things that you're going to be doing is just going through and trying to progress the level like normal. If there's any trophies and things like that to grab, then of course we're going to. No reason not to. As you see, we're pretty much just smooth sailing throughout most of this. One thing I will say when going through this is try to avoid using your Groovatron, as it will cause this guy to dance, and that can get in the way of progressing through the area faster. Now while you are here, you can actually just use the proton drum, and that will save you some time, especially with enemies jumping on top of your vehicle as you're driving through, as you'll see, like so. Pretty easy overall. Nothing too crazy, of course. Depending on things, you might even have the opportunity to grab some ammo along the way, and all that good jazz. So here you'll have your first area that you'll come up to. Nothing too crazy, of course. Try and clear out most of the enemies, that way the guy can progress through.
I think you got them all. Come on.
Then we'll try and go for this raritanium, because like I said, any and all upgrades are great. Trying to use whatever we can is always helpful.
Wow, you look at that. Over there's the torn-off waterfall. Grim and I used to trek to the top of that thing every holiday looking for gold bolts and such. And one day he dared me to ride down in a barrel. I tell you, I've never seen our father so angry. Oh, those are the days.
As you can see though, there's going to be plenty of mini bosses and things like that to interact with. To level up weapons along the way, so don't worry about all of that, if you are really concerned about it. Now that island just right there off to the side, it does have a gold bolt, but we're going to wait till we come back to this area as we're going to have to anyways, as that will be an optional thing to do, but will also be a gold bolt as well, as you can get pretty much all of the gold bolts in this planet on your first visit. I don't know why I was struggling so much to say that.
Actually, I don't know. I was supposed to help him with some proton scrubs, but I left in kind of a hurry.
But as you can see, as we're going through, it's another little cruise. We can use our proton drum again. Take care of pretty much most of the enemies along the way. For the most part. Then from here we can just move on to whatever weapons that we are normally using. Here will be the next spots to go to. Pretty easy, you'll just jump across the bridge. Activate the button for our friend.
Come on, it's not too far now.
And we can be on our way. But from here we will just follow the path, be on our way.
We won't be able to reach my friend until the ground troops are cleared out.
Take care of whatever enemies are in the way. And then from here you should be able to activate the bridge, like so.
I'm coming. Sorry, I'm a little out of shape.
But from here we're almost towards one end of a certain path.
Over there, the pokitaru Kiki Lounge karaoke bar. With any luck, my engineer friend will be there. The guys on my holo game forum call him Big Al.
Oh, we know him. We met him in Olero City. Nice dude.
Do be careful, as there are two telepath bosses that you have to defeat. But as you can see here, we're almost done. Now we just gotta take care of all the enemies.
Hey, wait up! Good work. Okay, let's get inside. Hey, Al! Can you...
Alright, so after a small little bit of dialogue, after defeating both of the telepathopusses, you have a cutscene where you'll meet Al again, and you'll have to follow him and our recently made friend back to the beginning so we can upgrade our ship. So from here we'll get on this boat and we'll be on our way. Now of course I am going to be skipping the ship section, as there's nothing important of that value-wise, although you will get a trophy for doing it, but it is a story-related trophy, and that's not what I'm mainly trying to cover. Mainly just things that you will find and unlock along the way.
I love her. She hates everything.
So from here we only have a couple things left to do, of course. After we do that, which I'm probably just going to skip to that now, since it's just going to end up having us be back right to where we are. So yeah, I'll see you once we are back here.
We have reached our destination.
Alright, so like I said, after that you will get a new gadget upgrade, which will allow you to access these different cranks. Now this is also going to come in handy, as we're going to be able to now backtrack to Iridia for that last gold bolt on that planet. But first things first, of course, we're going to go in here and do these. Because this will also give us another gadget as well. So we're going to head on inside. And as you'll see,
Looks like
we'll have
one
some
of them
stuff that we
will
gotta
be
do real
boring.
quick.
I bet the Blarg are hiding some nice loot in here.
So, like most of these puzzles, you'll take out the water, and then you'll need to backtrack to a area here. Here you'll have your next trespasser puzzle. Like always, I'm just going to auto hack this, that way you can see how it gets solved. As you'll see, like so.
And that's how our heroes bypass the most confounding puzzles.
So once you do that, then you'll have to backtrack and put the water back in. You know, the good stuff. So now we can go back through. As you'll see, like so. From here, you're just going to go through, follow the path. It's pretty straightforward. There will be a bunch of amoeboids and stuff like that in this area, so do keep that in mind. Might as well use what we can when we can. Like so. Almost done, almost done. Let's see, we're able to level up our Groovatron, which is pretty nice. Then from here, we should be able to level up our Proton Drum. Sadly, no, but that's okay. From here, you'll have some jumping puzzles to maneuver around, of course. Nothing too hard. Here you'll have your really weird jumping puzzle, and then you'll have this very specific jump that you'll have to do. Don't know why it's not working. It's weird. Anyways, you can just do a normal double jump, I guess, to make it. But anyways, now we can head back over, and this will be another trespassing puzzle. Once again, like I said, you'll want to do all of these on your own without auto-hacking, and that will get you a trophy. However, I'm going to show you me doing the puzzles for the sake of it. One thing I did, or I think I've noticed, is that when you do a challenge mode, the puzzles are a little bit different than your first playthrough, I think. But anyways, we're now going to continue and follow this path. Catch some breath, continue following the path. Don't want to set off the bombs while we're next to them, of course. Once again, now we'll have our Proton Drum at level 4, which is pretty nice. Take out pretty much most of these enemies here. Or not. Whatever works. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. But just like that, we can now move on and get our next gadget. Right here. And this is the ability to breathe underwater. You'd figure having an advanced spacesuit would allow us that, but no, it does not. So now we can leave, be on our way, and there's actually a very specific spot on the map that we're going to go to. Going to try and remember where it is specifically. I do know it is going to be off to our right, so I am actually going to skip to that once I find it on the map and show you guys. And that will be a gold bolt. Alright, so as you can see, just not far, or not too far away from where we just were in this little area here, you'll be able to find this gold bolt right here. That will be gold bolt number 13. So then we're going to actually head over to our left a bit from here. Basically, there's a very specific spot we're heading towards. It'll be just right here in front of us. It'll be this cave. If you're not familiar with where it is, there is a very specific spot from where you start the map right here, as you can see, and that will also lead to this area as well. I'm gonna try and get some more money while I'm at it, because why not? But up here is going to be the path to lead to the top of the waterfall. If I could see game. There will be a mini boss at the top here. So I'm just going to run through it as quickly as I can, of course. If the game will permit me to. But once you make it to the top, you will then have a very specific fight with a telepathopus, like always. But as you can see, it is super easy to fight and deal with. But upon defeating it, that will get you the second gold bolt of the map. But from here, like I said, we're not done. So now we'll have this island way out here that we're going to go to. As you can see, the gold bolt was on it. So from here, we're just going to follow the path that I take. And it's just going to be about jumping in a specific spot. I do believe you come around to the back here. You can jump right here. Right here, right here, right here, and then jump up, and that would be the third gold bolt. Now, like I said, now that we have the gadget, we're actually going to backtrack all the way to planet Iridia. So I'm going to do that real quick and show you why we're doing that. Alright, so here on Iridia, as you can see, what you're going to do is take this teleporter right back to the agent's camp. You'll see the gold bolt just to our right. But from here, you're basically going to see this wall that has a mag wall on it. Now, the main reason why I said you needed to wait all the way until a certain planet, which is Pokitaru, is so you can get the upgrade to access this crank. Otherwise, there would be a normal way to reach the gold bolt in the middle. But for the sake of things, they changed it to this. So now you have a swinging platform to reach the gold bolt, as you'll see, like so. So then you'll just come this way. And we can grab the gold bolt. This will be the last gold bolt of Iridia. One less planet to have to come back for, or backtrack to, which is always nice. But now you can take this teleporter and you'll return back to your ship. So now we can actually head to the next planet, and that is Quartu. Now there's a couple of trophies and things to do while at Quartu, so I'll see you once we're there. Alright, so on Quartu, I'm going to skip the actual first section, because it's just a small gunfight, and then you'll be in the clank section. Main thing I wanted to do is wait until I was at a major section to do a clank section, so you can understand what it all kind of looks like and stuff like that. So as you'll see, you'll have some things that you'll do. The gadget that you got from, I'm forgetting the name of it, but I believe it's Nebula G34. You'll now have the ability to change the design of the robots specifically. So from here, you can then change the robots into whatever it is that you need them to do. Now while we're here, we're also going to be trying to grab as much as we can. So there is one gold bolt I should mention as well while we're doing the clank section. So do keep that in mind. So from here, like I said, trying to grab as much as we can. So we are going to backtrack to that vent that had a holocard pack set. Just because any guaranteed packs that we can get for now are going to be really good for us. But now we can actually move on through the stage like normal.
Attention, all warbots. A bug in your system settings has been discovered. You should
But from
never
here,
act
there
on
is going to be a couple of trophies that we are going to be working on
Please see your nearest engineer
and
for
are trying to
software
earn.
upgrade. Engineers,
One of
mandatory
which can be done during Clank section,
by Chairman Drac.
one can be done during Ratchets. But yeah, as we'll go through, you'll also get a story-related trophy, so do keep that in mind. So the first trophy that you can get was actually pretty close to this. Alright, but the first trophy that you can earn is going to be found here. So what you can do is you can grab this robot here, and what you'll do is you will then swap him out right here. You'll throw this one, and then you'll throw this one right here. Take him, take him off. You'll need to do this 5 times, and this will get you a trophy. Pretty easy.
I think it's probably safer if we let Clank handle things.
I would prefer that as well.
That's 4, 5. Once you do 5, you'll then get a trophy for destroying 5 robots, the Crusher. So then from here, you'll take this robot, throw him right here. You'll run along this little conveyor belt with him. Boom, you'll then receive a trap from this guy who thinks he's slick. But he's not, he's just basically giving us some money for free. From here we can find our next dude. So from here we'll grab that robot, throw him down, grab this robot. We'll throw him down. We'll walk across the bridge, turn him into a bridge. Like so. Take this robot here. Power this station right here. Walk back across this little bridge, pick up this guy, turn him into a power bot, throw him right here, and that'll open the door. Pretty easy stuff, I'd say. Now we can carry on to the next area. Here you'll have a small little fight with some robots. They'll go down with one hit, of course, so do keep that in mind. Of course, you have to wait for when they come out of the door and they're not invincible. Or I thought one hit was enough. But now we'll have the last door in the middle here. But then that'll be the last warbot down. So now we can come into the side area over here, grab some more money, because who doesn't like money? But we'll just make our way, continue on. Boom. Now in this final little area here, there's actually going to be a couple things that you can do. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're actually just going to move one of these robots over here.
Perhaps that magnet can be of assistance.
That was a little weird. Anyways, you'll just leave him over here somewhere. Then we're now going to go and grab this other robot, like so. Probably might have to readjust some things. There we go. But from here, we're actually going to use this robot, turn him into a spring bot, and toss him like so. This will get us a holocard pack. Sadly, of course, he will die because of this. Back here, you'll find some raritanium. Pretty easy. They think it's hidden, but it's not. So we will have to go back across. But that's okay. We'll ride this all the way back. Do a little jig.
Doesn't see me like this. I'd never hear the end of it.
So from here we can now work on just going back across like normal. There's going to be a small pattern of things that you're actually going to want to do here. So first things first is you're going to want to make a spring bot right here. We'll take this robot. We'll come up here with him, turn him into a bridge bot like so, and then we'll turn this last one into another spring bot right here. Then we're going to backtrack over here, grab this little explosive ball, be on our way. Going to use this to gain access to the gold bolt. As you'll see, like so. Surprisingly, the explosion does enough damage to all objects around it, but that will be 17 out of 28, so we're more than halfway there. So now you're just going to play this section like normal. Turning all three of these robots into power bots, and then activating the magical magnet like so. That way this little dude is out of our way. We'll skip the cutscene, of course, but in doing so this will now allow us to enter the Quartu facility as Ratchet. As we're going through, of course, we're going to be ambushed, because why not? But now we can head deeper into the facility. We will have to wait for our companion to open the door. But here in the main facility is where you can earn the next trophy, and that is for destroying so many of these inactive warbots. You need to at least destroy 10 of them. Pretty easy said and done. I will show you a good spot on where to do that. But as you're progressing through the area, it'll be pretty easy to do. Once you take care of all the little zircons, you can then continue along the path.
You go for the station. I'll cover you.
Now while we're over here at this door, I'm sure you already know what's about to go down.
You can flank that
Once you've taken out all of these zircons, you can then activate or interact with the turret and destroy this door right here. Now upon doing so, you will then gain access to your next Rhino card, as you'll see right here. Also unlocked another collection, or another 2 collections, and a Rhino card, which is pretty nice. As you'll see right here, we have 6 out of 9. Almost done with the Rhino collection. But from here is also where you're going to destroy the warbots. You can fire right here. That'll hit. Then you can come across over here. But you just need to destroy at least 10 of these. You can also wait until later on. But this is pretty much the good spot. Because you'll have some that'll come out from here. And all of that. So once you then get the trophy for that, you can then now move on.
Watch yourself over here.
Because I'm feeling a little lazy, I'm just going to jump around these.
We've got zircons.
Just going to rush through this area. As you'll see right here. Like so. Pretty easy to just jump around them. But we're almost done. You'll have this trespasser that you'll need to interact with. Like always, I'm just gonna auto hack through it so you can see how to solve it, like so. If it's a little quick, I do apologize. You can, of course, pause it. So now we gain access to our hovercraft. First things that we're gonna do is we're actually going to look for a very specific door. So you'll have this main door right there, and then you'll have this side door over here, just to the left of it. So if you come into here, once again, I'm going to try and solve it, and then show you the pattern once I have done that. So yeah. Maybe I can get a little lucky. But yeah. Alright, and just like that, you will then have this access to this little bolt area right here. As you'll see, this will give us access to the next gold bolt, which you'll see actually towards the start of the game. And while we're here, we're not quite done just yet. There is actually going to be one more thing that we're going to have to do in one of these little side rooms here. I'm going to try and find it, of course.
This way.
I believe it is over here somewhere. But for the sake of things, I'm just going to skip to, actually no, I'm not going to skip it. We'll take out these warbots pretty easily. But from here, we'll then go around and collect some ammo while we're waiting. You will have a boss that will show up, so do keep that in mind. As you can see though, the Warmonger is doing wonders for us. Whenever you get the chance, getting more ammo is always nice for it. Getting familiar with how this map works is also going to be key here. But once you have taken out the last 4 bots,
Great.
try and get
Well,
some...
looks like it's all on us.
Oh, no, I guess he was taken out. There we go. But once he is taken out, you can then move on to the boss of the area. Or, so I thought. You have the security room that we'll have to go into. And in here you will find a shop, as well as a switch to get rid of the shield on the big door. There'll be a cutscene, and then you will now have Mrs. Zircon boss to fight. Once again, another boss that you can use to try and level up weapons and things like that. It is really just whatever you would like to do. She is definitely a tough cookie though, so do be careful. Whenever she deploys her little shield or whatever it is, best thing to do is just to have the Rubitron take effect. But when you defeat her, you will then get a trophy as well. As you can see though, like I said, she is a tough boss. Kinda tanky. Like I said though, whenever she switches to her shield, just switch to your Rubitron and that will easily take it down in no time at all. But, of course, I'm now going to skip to when we defeat her, and then we have full access to this room. That way I can show you the rest of the stuff that you'll need to do. Alright, so after you have taken out Mrs. Zircon, you will then have access to most of this room now. So if you come over here, you should find that there's this room that has all of these boxes you can break. You'll then also find that there's this room over here with the trespasser. You'll then have this main hub room that they want you to go to. However, if you come over here just to the other side of the big office, in this room right here, you will find a switch. And this will allow you to get the last and final gold bolt on quartu, which you'll see is just right there. But now we can be on our way and finally be done with this planet. So from here we will maneuver ourselves and head to the big door with the trespasser on it. So from here, like always, I'm going to auto hack it. And you can pause like so to see the pattern. The cutscene will skip all that. And now we are done with quartu. So as of now, we're basically more than halfway done with the main game, so we'll have the deplanetizer. But we'll actually go back and we will do a gold bolt on Rilgar, and that will be the last thing that we will do in this video. So I'll see you once we are there. Alright, so on Rilgar, once you are back here, what you want to do is simply take the taxi to the Rhino dealer. Now, do know we don't have all the Rhino cards, but what we're doing is we're getting the last gold bolt. And in order to do that, you have to go back the way you came on this one. So we're just going to backtrack and follow this path down, as you'll see like so. course, the elevator doesn't exactly want to always cooperate with us, as you'll see. But once you finally get it, you'll just backtrack the way you came, like so. But now you can dive infinitely, so don't worry about that. You have to go to a very specific spot in this, so don't worry about missing it, as it's a very specific spot. But as you'll come down here, you will then be one step closer to it. You'll have this area right here, and this area is where it is. So if you look down here, there will be this giant pipe that you can go down. Now you would think that you could maybe try and go through this normally, but you can't, as there is not enough oxygen for you to make it all the way up here. But from here, you will have the last and final gold bolt of Rogar. So now we just have 8 gold bolts left to get, but as always, this has been Mr. Pilgrim, and I do hope that these videos are at least helpful, informative in some way, shape, or form. But as always, I will see you all in the next one, and I will see you at the Deplanetizer.